In terms of the physiotherapy itself, what does the pre-transplant physiotherapy actually involve, in terms of assessments and how you manage them and so on?
Yeah, so again, every centre structures it up slightly differently, and there is multiple lung transplant centres spread across Australia. From our point of view, we are very much looking at someone's physical fitness for surgery. Are they physically able to get through that surgical period, the immediate post-op recovery period, and obviously then getting back to meaningful life afterwards? So it is a comprehensive physio assessment we stick people through. Obviously, the most common test that people are aware of is the 6-minute walk test. It's the one that people often think like doing the least because it is absolutely hard work for them. But the 6-minute walk test does give us very valuable information about people's fitness and their ability to get through the operation. We also obviously look at overall frailty, like I mentioned before. We know we see a loss of muscle bulk in people with chronic lung disease. So looking at people's actual muscle strength, for example, and their overall physical conditioning. Musculoskeletal concerns, so you get older, sore hips, sore knees, sore backs, we don't change that stuff when we transplant someone's lungs. They're going to still have that. And the prime example we say is shoulders, for example. If they've got really restricted shoulder range because they've got frozen shoulders, that might impact their ability to have the actual surgical procedure. So we go through and give a good musculoskeletal screen as well. Some people will have lots of sputum, for example, if they've got bronchiectasis. So, what's their airway clearance and making sure their airway clearance techniques are optimized. And then we also have a look at what their exercise is. So, it's hard work to exercise pre-transplant, but it's really, really important. And so we try to make sure that their exercise is optimized as best as possible. So not over pushing themselves too hard, but also making sure they're not underdoing it. So it is looking for that Goldilocks zone of the exercise that is tolerable, but maximizes the condition.